As we get you ready for our co-main event, Dastин Porье.
Okay, fighters.
And Cub Swonson.
You ready? Fight.
The fight clock is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Swonson, a very dynamic striker, really will mix it up a lot. But what we've really seen, the improvement is from his boxing. And of course, training alongside Timothy Bradley is gonna help. Training with world-class strikers like that. And we've seen it really pay off for Swonson. And Porьe has a very good kicking game. We'll look to try to keep Swonson on the outside. And don't be surprised to see Porьe take this fight to the mat, despite going against a black belt. And Swonson, Porьe, very confident and dangerous with his ground game.
And Cub Swonson is active early. Big right hand there for Cub Swonson. Porьe doing a nice job getting those mitts up.
And there's the takedown attempt from Porьe. Almost in a little too high on the hips of Swonson.
And no real feeling out process here.
Now these guys are going at it. Where Swonson has to be careful though is he's kind of charging forward. He's gonna have to utilize more feints. A little bit more diversity against Porьe, who's still very dangerous.
And at least in the early going here, Porьe appears to have tightened up that boxing defense, Kenny.
He has. Doing a good job. Both fighters have very good footwork. Both looking for any weaknesses, and Porьe really clipping the legs of Swonson now, and he's going low. Both fighters are actually attacking the outside of the calf, the inside of the calf of that lead leg. We saw Benson Henderson use that a lot against Frankie Edgar. Very, very unorthodox but effective technique.
Porьe fighting here for the second time in 63 days. Nice counter right there from Dastin.
Yeah, and that's because Swonson's kind of charging in. He's really going forward very aggressively. And again, you got to utilize those feints. Try to keep your opponent guessing. And it makes it that much more difficult to counter.
Three straight knockouts for Cub Swonson coming in, including 2 straight knockout of the night performances. High kick upstairs. Porьe appeared to check it.
There's that dynamic striking game from Swonson. Really shows beautiful variety with his striking. Makes him so dangerous on the feet.
Maybe go high with one. Up the lock. Let's use it. Level change. You gotta go level change. You gotta go level change. Look to lock. Look to lock the hand.
Dastin now trying to control Swonson up against the cage.
Go lock and hit the hip. Go lock and hit the hip.
Nice little shot off the break from Porьe.
And a nice body shot there by Cub Swonson. So some spirited exchanges here early as expected. Huge uppercut for Swonson.
Beautiful uppercut from Swonson, and that's that variety that will confuse a fighter. Another big right high kick that hurt Porьe. Beautiful takedown. Trapped that front teep from Swonson, and now it's Porьe in control now. Beautiful exchanges from both of these fighters, and now it's Porьe on top with a minute left to go in this first round. Be interesting to see if he could steal this round here with some big ground and pound, but Swonson really was finding his range there at the end of this round.
We know Dastin Porьe to be an active pursuer of the submission as well, as he peppers the body there.
Yeah, Porьe very dangerous in the transition, especially with those Darce chokes on the mat. Very long arms, long limbs, so Swonson's gonna have to be careful there. And from here, Swonson really has to put his feet on the hips of Porьe, create space and get back to his feet. Swonson attacking with a guillotine here. He's gonna look to get back to his feet, and he does. trying to make Porье pay off that single. That flying knee from Swonson, so athletic.
So a great pace being set early by the featherweight. Kenny, you said to me off the air that Porьe perhaps was leaving that body open a little bit by keeping those hands high defensively. That was exactly the message from Greg Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you get a guy who uses that kind of shelling defense, almost like you're combing your hair, you open yourself up to two things: the body shots and the uppercut. And that's what Swonson was able to land against Porьe in the first round. And look for Swonson now to not only go for that uppercut, but look to go to that body now and try to hurt Porьe. And for Porьe in his corner, they were encouraging him to look for the takedown early. There's the body shot right there.
Just as the doctor ordered there for Cub Swonson, and just such speed with Swonson with his feet and his hands.
Yep, Swonson needs to be careful though, carrying those hands too low. There's a nice combination from Porьe.
And also some nice head movement there by Swonson. A nice shot to the midsection there by Dustin.
Yeah, that hurt Swonson. That backed him up for sure, got his attention. And Swonson really continuing with those body shots. And he's following up very well because then he's going upstairs.
Nice left hand there, crisply lands for Cub Swonson. Just a great fluidity to his striking game.
That may be his best strike, John. That left hook going backwards. We saw it timed perfectly against Ross Pearson, a phenomenal striker. Swonson was able to land it going backwards for the knockout. And that's a sign of a very, very skilled striker. Big shot to the body against Porьe. Swonson landing a beautiful body kick, and Porьe returns now.
And Porьe now trying to change the complexion of things here in round two.
Now Porьe is in a good position. He's got a nice level there. His shoulder right there in the groove of the hip of Swonson. Not able to complete that double, but he should switch to the single, take him off the cage, and possibly go back to the double. Swonson doing a good job of keeping a nice wide base, preventing that takedown. Porьe now going to his knees, trying to get his level lower, trying to make things difficult for Swonson, but Swonson with the limp leg, and he's out of that single. Porьe finding some success with that rear teep, and that's keeping Swonson on the outside. These guys have really kept such a fast pace. Beautiful right hand from Swonson.
And once again, though, Dustin Porьe doing a nice job defensively to minimize the damage.
Yeah, he's using it as a capoeira kick. He's kind of faking like he's going low and going upstairs, and Porьe just landed a beautifully timed double leg. And now with Swonson trying to go for an omoplata attack, showing some excellent flexibility and transitional jiu-jitsu here against Porьe. If Swonson can trap that far leg, he can do some damage on that shoulder and maybe finish it. If he can slide that far leg inside that leg of Porьe, but look at this, standing with the shoulder lock. What a beautiful attack from Cub Swonson.
You don't see that every day, and then Swonson right away with a kick to that ribcage of Dustin Porьe.
Swonson really firing on all cylinders now. Porьe hit a beautiful double, but Swonson transitioned beautifully into a submission attempt.
And Porьe has landed here in the second round, just a little bit of a discrepancy when it comes to the speed.
He is, you know, and Porьe is not a guy who's gonna get intimidated by that speed. He's gonna keep coming forward, and that's what he has to do. He's continuing to pressure Swonson and test that conditioning.
Under a minute to go here in our middle round. Cub Swonson and Dustin Porьe trying to move up that rung of contenders.
Swonson threatening with that Kimura. That little sit-down Kimura can be an option for him here. We'll see if he goes for it, but Porьe unable to lock his hands there. At that point, you gotta let go. Either go for the single or bail on it. Swonson still threatening with it, and he's out. Now he's starting to faint.
Big right hand there for Porье lands.
Yeah, Poirier's finding all his success from the outside. He's got to use that length in that kicking game and that variety to confuse Cub Swonson. This has been such a great fight, very technical fight so far. Beautiful body kick from Swonson and a follow-up on the left hand. Porье returned with a very nice left hand, and look at this takedown off.
Both guys had their moments there in that second round. We shall see how it plays out in what is a hugely important third and final round in the careers of both guys, Cub Swonson and Dustin Porье.
Swonson with that very tricky left hook to start things off. Now a nice right hand. I like the way he's throwing that high kick. He kind of ducks down, looks like he's gonna go to the body with the left hook, then goes upstairs, kind of throwing it capoeira style, but it's Porьe now in on a double. Now he's not able to lock his hands. He had him locked at one point. Swonson giving him trouble. He has that left forearm underneath the neck of Dustin. Porьe, though, really using his body very well, using his weight, using his size to clinch with Swonson. Looked like he tried to go for a head and arm throw, but now landing some very good shots and combinations is Porьe.
Yeah, best combination there of the fight for Dustin Porьe, and follows up with another left hand that lands flush. Here comes the diamond.
Porьe starting off very well in this round, landing a huge left hand.
So pretty close fight overall. We'll see what Cub Swonson can do now in terms of an answer.
Nice jab from Porьe that backed Swonson up.
And Kenny, it doesn't seem like either guy really fears the knockout power of the other. Big takedown there for Cub.
Now Swonson mixing things up. Porьe really started landing some very good combination. Good decision from Swonson to mix things up and get on top of Porьe here. The later part of this third round, Swonson scored big with that takedown.
We have passed the 3-minute mark here in our third and final round, and Swonson starting to get the elbows going inside of Porye's guard. Oh, big hammer fist there.
Swonson has to be careful with that high guard of Porьe. Still very dangerous there. Now trying to transition to the back. Nice back take from Swonson. Now has two hooks. Porьe could be in trouble here. Porьe trying to escape, trying to remove one of those hooks, try to turn and face and escape this back mount of Swonson. Nice follow-up from Swonson, now has the back of both hooks again. Porьe now trying to stand up, trying to shake Swonson off, but now he's right back to his feet. Swonson has that cross wrist and now needs to stretch Porьe out. Porьe doing a good job of trying to stand up, doing that 4-point stance, just trying to shake Swonson off. Porьe just showing such great composure to escape this tough position, but for Swonson now he has to bail. He's going to lose position if he tries to stay with it. Oh, he turned it into a reversal of the mount. Porьe lost control, lost his balance, was just out of it, but Swonson turned it into a mount. He's excited about it. That could have been bad for him. Finishing this round in the mount is huge for Swonson here. Now he's really pouring it off.
So a crafty transition and scramble for Cub Swonson lands with the body shot there.
Porьe now needs something big here. It looks like he's slowing down. I think those body shots have taken their toll. And look at that head and arm throw from Swonson.
So Cub Swonson putting it all together here late. Dustin Porьe as game as it gets.
What a beautiful throw from Swonson. Porьe, though, hanging in there, looking to escape. Swonson in a quasi back mount here. He's got one arm trapped at Porье. He may transition to a straight arm bar. Maybe do a Russian arm bar, try to go belly down on it, but Porьe defending well.
And the fighters having a little bit of a dialogue there.
Now Swonson looking for that arm lock. Can he turn and roll? Porye's out.
And it's Porьe who will finish the fight in Swonson's guard.
What a great fight. Very fast-paced, very technical. Thank you, Porьe and Swonson.
That is a...
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Swanson.